여기는 퀸 메리 대학교고요. 퀸 메리 대학교에서 가장 유명한 퀸스 빌딩 앞에 나와 있습니다. 오늘은 사실 되게 어렵게 모셨는데 여기가 박사님을 모시고 퀸 메리 대학교에 대한 안내를 받아올 거예요. 그러니까 퀸 메리 대학교에 궁금하셨던 것들을 오늘 저희가 잘 풀어서 설명을 드릴 수 있는 기회가 되었으면 좋겠습니다. 인troduce yourself.
Yes, hello. My name's Felicity Shelley and I work at Queen Mary University of London.
Okay.
Queen Mary is quite a large university, part of University of London, situated just to the east of the city centre. We're in the Russell Group, which is a group which is the top 24 research-intensive old universities in the UK. And we cover almost every academic subject, everything from medicine through to the sciences, the arts and the humanities. So now I can take you on a campus tour and show us our Mile End campus.
Let's go.
Okay. So this is the main administration building. It's a Victorian building. We have lots of ceremonies in here, but generally undergraduates will just use it for administration. So this is the main entrance to Queen Mary, the Queen's Building. That's where all the student administration happens. So this is an area of the campus we call Geography Square because it's next to the Geography department. Geography is one of 21 academic schools and departments we have at Queen Mary. Most of them are on the Mile End campus, but medicine and dentistry is taught about a 10-minute walk in Whitechapel at the Royal London Hospital. A lot of international students and Koreans like Queen Mary because it's very close to the centre of London, but we have a fully integrated campus. So the accommodation, the libraries, the academic department, the coffee shops, the gym, they're all on one campus with no roads, so it's a very safe place to come. This is where I used to study. Yeah. So we can film. This is the GE Fogg building where biology, biochemistry and psychology is taught. It's got 6 floors and a basement where there are in the basement there are labs for doing water science, studies with fish, and we have lots and lots of undergraduates studying everything from biomedicine to genetics to zoology in this department, as well as postgraduates and PhD students. And so many of our departments have joint honours courses. So for instance, you could do law and business or engineering and management. As an undergraduate, you can just apply for these. These are separate course codes on UCAS, which is the system for applying to universities. You can't combine every subject, but we try and offer the flexibility to combine as many subjects as possible. Yeah, I'll show you inside biology. So this is the inside of the biology department, the ground floor. You can see these are all images from subjects that we cover. We can't go into any of the lecture halls because teaching is currently happening. Yeah. About 23,000. Yeah. About 40% are undergraduates, 40% are master's students, and 20% are PhD students or visiting students. So this here, this is the newest building on campus. There's 7 stories. This is the graduate centre. So it was built to give a special home for graduate students to have somewhere to socialise, to work. The research degrees office and the doctoral college is housed in this building, so it's a one-stop shop for PhD students to get all the information and support they need. Also, the School of Economics and Finance is on 2 floors of this building, We can actually go up to the top because there's great views over London. Yeah. This was opened in January 2017 by Princess Anne, who is the Queen's daughter. And this over here is the Grad Cafe. It's one of 4 cafes and coffee shops on campus where students can get refreshments. Okay, let's go upstairs. So the top of the Graduate Centre, it has a study space for graduates with great views out to East London. You can see the Olympic Village in Stratford. So do you want to take a look? You just go and film. I'll stay out here. Yeah. Remember to film. This is physics and astronomy. You can see the silver globe on top is the observatory, the telescope. This is better view even. So maybe you want to go over there. That's the financial Canary Wharf, the financial district. And this is central London. No, it's locked for security. And that's central London. So Greek and Turkey, I thought it was Greece and Cyprus.
Cyprus were friends.
You can see the Brown Building on the other side of the road. That's private student accommodation. So it's not Queen Mary accommodation, but people who want to pay more and get something. The big brown one, Escape. Yeah. And down there is Sainsbury's, the supermarket, which students found useful to buy lunch. Yeah, this is an additional space for graduates. There's a big lecture theatre around the corner, which I'll show you in a minute, which all students use. It's on all subjects. It's a very big new lecture theatre. So this is one of the new lecture spaces. It's really big. It's called the Peston Lecture Theatre, named after the first head of economics here. Showing the windows so dirty. I got a scholarship.
Really? Just
yeah, and it was a very kind of rare course just to do. I did a geography undergraduate degree, and this was sold as a transition to more biology specific knowledge. So that's why I chose it. Okay.
Smart. So you got the scholarship.
Yep. So this is the only road on campus. It's just a small road, just to get over to the gym. After this car, we can go quickly. Okay. This building is engineering. Engineering is all of this building, the bridge, and all of that building. And lots of building work going on in Cambridge. So this is one of the shops on campus. They can get food, drinks, stationery, clothing, basic groceries. So this is it's a bar and a restaurant in the day, Draper's, and it's a nightclub at night. So it's the main students' union nightclub, Draper's.
Yes.
So this is called Q Motion. There's motion. So there's a very large gym with subsidised membership for students, with classes, have yoga, cycling, weights. There's also a ladies only section, which is quieter. Changing room, showers, there's a big sports hall. So Queen Mary has lots of sports clubs, like a soccer, football club, tennis, badminton, squash, rowing, everything you can think of. You can do here, and if we don't already have a club, you can get funding from the Students' Union to start a new club. So here is very variable.
Yeah.
Some days it's maybe in September, 12 degrees Celsius. Some days it's 28 degrees Celsius.
Besides, you have got 4 seasons in a day.
Yes. Yeah, at least 3 seasons in a day. So the advice and counselling service is for all students, all nationalities, all ages, and they have things like guidance on money, they have counselling if you're feeling upset or struggling to settle in, and importantly for you, they have immigration advisors. So throughout the summer before you come, they'll have webinars to help you apply for your visa. And if there are any problems, you can get in touch with the immigration advisors. And you can also obviously get in touch with the international office, and we can give you general advice about applying and any tips to do with accommodation or moving to the UK. This is the student health service. So if you need to see a doctor or a nurse, students who live on campus can come and see the doctor here. In the UK, students are covered by the National Health Service, so you'll pay a small fee of around £300 when you get your visa, and then all healthcare is free for the whole time that you're in the UK. So we have about 23,000 students at Queen Mary. 40% are from outside of the UK, so international students. We only have around 60 students from South Korea, but they're spread across lots of different academic departments. We have students studying medicine, dentistry, law, English, business, drama, linguistics, history, and geography. Almost everything. So hopefully you can hear me because it's quite noisy with all the new students on campus, but this is Library Square. So the central part of the Mile End campus. It's called Library Square because that's the library. Lots of student events and stalls are here. So behind you can see the Ski Society. You're going to get famous in Korea. So they're run by the Students' Union, which has over 150 different sports societies and clubs, run by students, for students. So this here is Mucci's. It's an Italian restaurant where you can get pizza, pasta, sandwiches, or you can just go and get a cup of coffee and study. And then this is the Bangkok Building. It's our biggest building on campus. Here, some dentistry is taught. All of business and management and marketing is in here. The physical geography laboratories are in here, and lots of big lecture theatres and small seminar rooms where people have their tutorials. So this is the Curve. This is the main restaurant on campus for students and staff to eat in. It's open all week. Serves hot food right from the morning when you can get a traditional English breakfast through to the evening.
Sounds delicious.
So they serve food, lots of places to eat, and the Starbucks coffee shop over there. We can go this way. Popular with students. So with the student accommodation, there's lots of services available, so everything is on campus. So here's the laundry, where you can wash your clothes. And down here we have a bank and security, and the residences support office, and another shop. So there are around 2,000 bedrooms in this area.
Wow.
It goes all the way down here and around the corner. As you can see, this is another shop. So lots of things. Probably some Korean things here.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Wow.
So this is a student accommodation again. This is a really nice quiet area with a garden with lots of herbs and nice flowers. First years who live outside London, so all international students or anyone from the other parts of the United Kingdom, if they want it, and if you put Queen Mary as your first choice, then you are guaranteed accommodation.
Not insurance choice.
No insurance. I think for an international student, for first year undergraduate, choose to live on campus, because the residencies team will sort out all of your bills for electricity, phone, internet. You don't need to worry about anything. You can just make friends, learn your way around the city, focus on your studies, and then by the time you go into second year, you'll already have friends. You can arrange to share a flat or a house in the local area. It'll be much less stressful. So living on campus is highly recommended. I mean, you might get it if you're insurance, but we can only guarantee the first choice people. Yep, so this is the eastern edge of our campus, and this is an old Victorian canal. Yeah, lots of algae at the moment. But on the other side there's a path. It's popular for jogging, cycling. About 5 minutes north is Victoria Park, which is a very large park. It's good for exercise and relaxing, especially in summer. Transport in London, sometimes people think it's expensive, but if you're a student you can get discounts. So if you do need to go on the tube, which is our underground system, every day, you can get a student Oyster card and you get a 30% discount if you're a student. But most of our students live close by, so they walk or cycle to campus. So I would say, depending on where you live, your transport costs will be between £10 and £30 per week. Okay, so at Queen Mary, as I mentioned, we have 21 departments and academic schools. They vary in their national and international rankings, but here we're most famous and highly ranked for subjects like medicine, law, linguistics. We also have very highly ranked history and drama departments. But all of our subjects are popular, and you'll get excellent teaching.
So you're one of Russell Group universities. Why Russell Group?
So the Russell Group was founded to try and share expertise amongst the old traditional universities where research is the main focus. So although we have undergraduates here, our researchers are our main focus, but that's great for undergraduates because it means you're being taught by people who are world leaders in the area of research. So I studied my master's here in water biology, freshwater biology, and it meant that the dissertation I did could be published in an international paper.
Where did you study your BA?
I studied my BA in Oxford, and I studied my MSc and my PhD here at Queen Mary. So this is some of our undergraduate accommodation in the quiet end of campus. Our accommodation ranges in price from £130 per week to £200 per week. At the cheapest end you all share a bathroom and you share a kitchen, but everybody has their own bedroom with a single bed. At the most expensive end you have beautiful big bathroom, you can have a studio apartment, but we recommend for first years it's best to share a kitchen so it's easier to make friends. And the great thing about living on campus, as well as it being safe and secure and easy, is you will make friends outside of your subject, from lots of different subjects and lots of different countries. So this is the chemistry building, which is part of the School of Chemistry and Biological Sciences. We have undergraduate, masters and PhD students in here. At Queen Mary, we also have our own foundation courses. So if your qualification from Korea does not enable you to come straight onto our bachelor's, you can come and do our foundation courses. We have 3 main courses taught here at Queen Mary. The Science and Engineering Foundation Programme, which is for you to go on to any of our sciences or engineering subjects. Then we have the Business Stream Foundation Programme for studies in business and management. And finally, we have the Humanities and Social Sciences Foundation Programme for all other subjects like English or law. So in chemistry, we have students here who did the Science and Engineering Foundation Programme. Also, we accept students who did private provider foundation programmes, such as on-campus London and all other providers. Just check with admissions to check you're eligible. So people who do the Humanities and Social Sciences Foundation course can go on to our law course. Although law at Queen Mary is very, very competitive, so only the very best foundation graduates would get an offer. For undergraduates, we have scholarships for law, for business and management, for economics and finance, and for all of science and engineering. They vary from about £1,000 to £4,000 off your first year of your fees. Then for postgraduates, there's lots more scholarships. And for Koreans, I would recommend the Schevening scholarships. That's a full scholarship that covers your tuition, your living cost, your flights. It's an excellent scheme. So look up schevening.org. Here at this end of the campus is all the social science subjects and arts. So here in Arts 1 we have politics and international relations, history, linguistics, languages and film. We cover lots of languages here, mainly German, French, Spanish, Portuguese and Russian, but we're constantly adding new disciplines. It's a shame it's so noisy. But this is Arts 2, so the rest of the arts, history and some of politics are taught here. There's a really big lecture theatre. We have external events. Sometimes we have politicians come. We've had some of Queen Mary events featured on national television. It's just a really great facility. We're always building new facilities here to give students the very best experience. So this is the entrance to the School of Law. All of our undergraduate law students are taught here on the Mile End campus. If you do postgraduate law, so an LLM or a PhD in law, you might also be taught at our Holborn campus, which is next to the High Court for England. It looks like the main textbook. Only do law if you want to if you like reading. So for UK universities you need to apply via UCAS for undergraduate courses. For Masters and PhD you apply directly to us at the university. UCAS makes the system very simple. If you have any questions about applying to a university in the UK, you can ask the international office or one of our representatives in Korea. Who can help you. Our entry requirements range from A-star AA for the most competitive subjects like medicine, dentistry and law. Down and business and management is around 3 A's, and some of our more social sciences ask for A, B, B. But you should check everything on our admissions pages. There's lots of information about funding, scholarships, the overview of the structure, the optional modules, any field trips. So make sure you do your research before you apply. So the type of student that would have a great time at Queen Mary is someone who wants to make lots of friends from all over the world, who wants the excitement of living in a really, really big, exciting city, but the safety of just being 15 minutes on the tube on a campus. So it's a really good combination. We do need good students who want to work hard and do well, because our courses are hard, they're difficult, but they should be enjoyable if you're a good student who works hard. Queen Mary was founded as a university in 1887, so last year we were 130 years old. The medical school joined us in 1995, so we've grown over the years to be the large university that we are today. Some of our courses now have the year abroad option, and some of them in economics, finance and engineering also have an industrial experience year. So you take a 4-year course rather than 3 years, and you spend your 3rd year working with an industrial partner, which might be in a bank, a consultancy or an engineering firm, which is great for employability.
They can get paid?
Yes, so in the industrial experience year you will get paid. The amount you get paid will depend on the employer, and it's up to the student with the departmental helper to arrange the internship. So this is when a medical school joined in 1995, part of Bart's Hospital and the Royal London Hospital. Bart's Hospital is one of the oldest in the world. It was formed in 1123.
11:23.
11:23. I don't think the medicine was very good in 11:23. So this is one thing that might be interesting if you're ever visiting London. We have campus tours which are completely free. 3 times a week you can book online and then you can come and see the campus for yourself. If you can't come, you can sign up online and order one of our prospectuses that was sent to you in the post for free.
Yeah.
Everyone says about Queen Mary that they love the international diversity. They make friends from all over the world, which is great for networking, their career, and also just for their self-happiness.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is the end of our tour of
Queen Mary로 오세요. Good.